Like, let me be a little bit personal about Starbow. So I discovered Starbow a long time ago. It was during a discussion about pathing, I think, and unit movement, and StarCraft 2 pathing versus Brood War pathing. And Starbow at that time had a pathing system. So they used Starbow as an example, and I'd never heard it before. This was in the StarCraft 2 general chat, so I checked it out. And I played Brood War since 1998. Oh, that's a long time ago. See, now I'm 28, and now it's 2013. See, that is a long time ago. That's like 15 years ago. Wow. Since I was like 13, I played Brood War. And I've never been able to play a lot of Brood War at that age. Like, we only had like one computer with internet and things like that, and so it was difficult. I was a big family and everything. Anyhow, to make a long story short, I played more Brood War later as I got older, played on Icy Cup, got to C- on Icy Cup. And then StarCraft 2 came out, and it was just something wrong for me with StarCraft 2 after a while. In the beginning, it was all nice and cool. Hey, oh, the Colossus, and oh, this, and oh, this seems so cool. But then you miss things from like Brood War, and it just feels different. And that's how I felt for a while. I was trying to ladder. I was playing Protoss because I was going for the lazy strats. I used to play Zerg in Brood War, but I didn't get the Queen. I didn't get like those things. It felt so weird. So so I kind of just started playing like 3v3s, mono battles, 2v2s, things like that. Stopped laddering, and then I found Starbow, and it was like coming back to Brood War. But you know, a lot of us Brood War players been playing Brood War for so long. We kind of want something new and fresh, but we didn't want all the things to change that did change with StarCraft 2. That's how it is for me, at least. I'm not trying to bash on StarCraft 2 here. I'm just telling this from my perspective. So when I started playing Starbow, it was really good, and it was quite different from what it is right now too, actually. But it's even better now. But even at that point, it was really good. But there were so few players playing Starbow, and it was constantly under development. And now we're getting really close to Starbow being complete. And now also Total Biscuit has done his casting and all these things, and we're getting more people to play. And I was like, for the longest time, for maybe like a year and a half, dreaming of a day where you can just log into Battle.net and just find an opponent and play Starbow. Like, I don't care how many players we need for that to happen. Probably not that many, but it's usually like, if it's not too many, it's gonna die. You need like over a certain amount. So I'm really looking forward to, like, I don't think I'm going to be casting that much. I'm not really that good of a caster, but I've been doing like a casting and all these community things just to get this mod out there. But I just really want to play. I just want to get in there, find an opponent and play. And so what's happening right now, when there's like 20 people in chats, everyone's asking for games, everyone's playing with each other. It just, oh, it's like a dream coming true. It's so nice. So, didn't choke up there, that's good. But that was kind of personal. So what's happening right now, what Total Biscuit has done, and everyone else really has done as well, is just amazing. And just positive response that we're getting to this mod, it's just so nice. I keep saying we, I haven't really done that much with this mod, but I feel like a personal ownership to it as well. So, sorry, let's get into this game. That was just touching story. Wow, Zergling won that fight? I thought he was going to die for sure. He's not going to win this one. So I see Dark going Forge Fast Expand, which is just thrilling. It's awesome. I want him to follow it up with the Stargate and go Corsairs and just really old school, really old school ZVP. Hydra in the meantime. Oh, don't Hydra push him. Please don't do it, Hydra. It's just such a cheap way to win versus a new guy. Okay, so 2-base Hydralisk pushing versus Protoss is really hard to kill if you don't know about it and if you don't know how to respond to it. Like, it's so hard to hold. Hydralisks are incredibly deadly and dangerous in the early game. If you spawn, like, what Dark should do now is really look for third bases, and if he doesn't see any third bases, this is happening. I don't know why he's getting lair, but this is happening. And what he should be doing is he should be teching to crazy towards Templar tech to get like maybe a Dark Templar. No, that's not going to help. But High Templars, and just throw down a ton of cannons and just pray that it's going to hold until it gets Storm out. But he doesn't know. And I almost said I'm not going to tell him, but I didn't mean it like that. I'm just not going to. Oh, he could Rift. He doesn't know about Rift either. Oh, that's really cool. Let me tell you about Rift. Each Nexus. No, they're not up. Okay, there we go. Rift. Teleports up to 5 ground units to the Nexus. So you can poke out with a small group of Zealots, and if they get surrounded, you just Rift them back home. Costs a lot of energy, so you can't use that much Chrono Boost, but it's usually worth it. Unless you have... Usually when you have 3 or 4 guys. I'm speaking too fast. So we're gonna get Corsairs. Enough Corsairs with Photon Cannons can deal with this as well. So 2 Hydros in production. He's getting the... Hyder, you jerk. Don't do this to a new player. This is not nice. Oh, he's getting for a 3rd base though, so it's gonna be a lighter Hydro pressure. But he really needs to throw down a ton of cannons soon. Oh, hang on. Chrono on cannons makes them shoot faster. Also, Rift on units saves. FYI, there's an attack coming. He's gonna see stuff now, but I don't know if he knows how to react to it. That's the only problem. So he's gonna see the Hydra Den. He's gonna try and kill some Overlords. Oh, he already has 1 kill, so that has to be an Overlord. They can lift up stuff, but enemy light units receive damage while in air. Okay, so it only works for light units. I think we were thinking about adding an upgrade to make the lift that you can shoot things that are lifted. It's kind of weird. I wish we could just keep the shoot things that are lifted. I don't know why we removed that. There's a couple of things that we have changed that I just want back. Especially the Overlord... the Overlord rally. The Overlord rally should be to the minerals and not to the map, I think. Especially like when you go Mutalisk versus Terran early on, and then when you have to pull back and Terran push up, then all your Overlords like lined up nicely for him to kill, so you get supply blocked unless you pay attention to that as you're microing Mutas and trying to macro at the same time. And that's just so annoying. There's a couple of things we could fix. It's not a perfect mod. Dark is ahead in supply by a lot to Hydra. This is crazy. Dark is doing really well. And Hydra was really nice. He never went for the mass surge of Hydralisks. He just got a couple to be safe and he went for an expansion. So I do appreciate that. Going for mass creep trimmers here. Probe Micro is not available. Bisu playing? Cool. Okay, so sorry, I was just wanting to respond to some chat stuff. Oh, the Photon Cannons are a little bit late. Here comes some Hydralisk doing some damage. If Dark can just, yeah, pull down a lot of Zealots. They really need leg speed, and they're not getting it. Oh, wow, Lurkers. Interesting. Cannon's gonna be up in time. He should Chrono Boost this cannon. Especially now. Well, maybe not. He's trying to bait out some Chrono Boost maybe, but they're only 15 energy, so it doesn't really matter that much. Changeling. Wild Changeling appears. Oh, he doesn't have enough for Storm. Yes, he does. He just hasn't researched it yet, but it's going to be done in 3 seconds. Oh, if he would have burrowed there and like clumped up there, he could Chrono Boost the cannon and just Storm everything. Oh, he's going to try and kill the Overseer. He doesn't really have any Dark Templars, does he? He has 2. Where are they? Okay, sending them out now. We're going to have to follow those a little bit. That's going to be important. I'm going to try and do a good job observing for once. Oh, but we have the Overseer scowling around. It's not like Brood War where Overlords detect. We still have Overseers here, but you can make Overseers off of hatchery tech now. But they're really slow Overseers. You can't get them fast until you have Lair. So they can detect, but only at very local locations, and you have to upgrade each one to get it. So he should really move in here. No, he's not. He's going to go... He's gonna check down here. Where's the other one? Other one. Oh, it's just chilling over there. Okay. So he's gonna find this base, I think. Yes. He's not on aim move. He's on patrol, so he's gonna start killing it later. Oh, drop incoming. Okay, let's follow this. Is he? No, he's not multi-pronging. He's just going for a drop, which is kind of weird. You want to push out. You want to like try and attack this at the same time or something, but this is really well defended. I love this defense. Look at that. Even the cannon's blocking over here a little bit as well. So he's trying to, okay, he's getting a contain up and dropping at the same time. Okay, that's nice. Oh, that lurker's gonna do so much damage. If he can burrow it, is he, okay, storming over here. Burrow the lurker, dude. Oh, you can kill so many workers. Oh, finally he's getting it burrowed. And okay, and he's going for more lurkers and hydras at the same time in here. Does he have an observer? He does not. Oh, this is so bad for Dark. He doesn't even have an observatory. Oh, and lurker's killing all the. Okay, he's got storm. Yes, okay, so he storms that lurker. Yeah, he saved a lot, but he got 5 workers killed there. Sorry, a lot of things going on at the same time. He really needs to burrow the lurkers, but there's a photon cannon here, which should be chrono boosted, but it's hard to remember to do things you've never done before. Nice storm there, killing another lurker with 1 storm. That's really good use of storm. He's actually dealing with his lurkers really well, in spite of him not having observers. But Hydra is forgetting to burrow, but oh, nice, killing a lot of zealots there. Nice storm there. Oh, if you can get some overseers too, that's huge if you can get some Dark Templars in there. Hydra in the meantime though, more Hydra lurker. Yes, he got this base as well. Wow. Sorry I missed that, but it was kind of coming unless he defended, as you saw the patrol there earlier. Watching a Dark Templar smack down a hatchery isn't that exciting. Okay, he's gonna try and break this. Oh, chrono boost, the cannons. He's not gonna break it anyway. Oh, we can watch it. No more high ground vision there. I think you have high ground vision in Starbow if something shoots at you from the high ground. You don't want to mine here. There's a lurker. Okay, finally the observer is coming. But you're gonna need another Dragoon to kill that actually. I think. Yeah. Oh, in the meantime, sorry, a huge attack in the front. Hydra is just, you know, whittling down Dark's forces. Dark is doing a really good job. This is so much better than PvZ in StarCraft 2. Sorry, but here I can compare. I know TvZ is about as exciting, but PvZ, man. Awesome. And he's staying on like lair tech for the longest time too. He can do so much fun with just lair tech. He doesn't need to go like hive tech, swarm host and stuff. Well, swarm host is kind of lair tech. I don't know enough about StarCraft 2 to even commentate on that. I really want to see, but I do want to see Hydra try to transition into Zergling Ultra though, and maybe some Defilers, even some Vipers perhaps. Ooh, it's gonna. Oh, nice morphing Archon at last second. I think he had some energy left though for a storm before he can do that. But he's gonna break out. He's gotta have to have Zealot speed. Yes, Zealot speed. Okay, let's see if we can Hydra dance versus Zealots. It's always very interesting. Hydralisk versus Zealots is a really interesting micro battle. It used to be even better, but some of the micro stuff we put in was confusing for some players, so we removed it again. So we're actually looking into making melee attack a little bit differently, so it's more easy to micro against it, and melee has to work a little bit harder to catch up to units like this. Yeah. See, in Brood War, if you just aim move like this with the Zealots, they won't actually get any hits off. You have to move them next to them and then attack, and not just aim move. And that makes it a little bit difficult to chase down units and a little bit easier to retreat. And there is a way to get that into Starbow that we have found out, but we're not sure if we need it yet, but we have found a way to get it. So let us know in the Starbow thread if you want that. What it basically do is that you give all melee units a little bit longer range, but you give them a damage point, which means that it takes a while for them to actually initiate their attack. Like, no, you don't. The attack is instant, but the damage from the attack comes later. So if they move out of range before the attack actually initiates, then they miss. And that's one way of doing what I just said. Because then they attack earlier, but then they move out of range quicker. But if you move them right next to them instead and then attack, then they don't get to move out of range before the attack damage initiates. And that's one way of... Okay, that was very technical, but point is we can fix it, or we can get it kind of the way Brood War was if someone wants, if we want it. We're looking into that. December's Calm found a way to do it. Also, you notice there's no broodlings spawning from destroyed buildings. That's basically because the free defense is boring. That's basically the whole reason. Oh, chrono boost the cannons. I forgot what I told. Oh, you don't want to storm there? That's your own workers. And the Mutalisks are so mobile. Oh, Mutalisk is... Having a group of Mutalisk late game is really good, but I'm really scared for... Even Hydra is doing like pretty much everything he can. There's still 3 base versus 3 base, and you're playing versus Protoss. You don't want this to happen. He's also flooding a lot of minerals. They both are. And Dark is up like a lot of supply. And this is an army that's difficult to deal with. I would like to see even more High Templars in this army. And I would really like to see a transition. Yeah, see, that's the problem. This is one of the difficult parts of playing Zerg versus Protoss in Starbow, is going to Hive Tech. When do I go to Hive Tech? And how do I transition out of Hydra Lurker or Surgling Lurker, which is another problem. Surgling Lurker Scourge is a lot of fun. You're Scourge to snipe the observers. Oh, sorry for my... Oh, come on, stupid mouse. But yeah, this is doing nothing. Like, he should have transitioned out a while ago, and now he's feeling the pain. He can just move back up again, dude. Like, there's not that much here. But you see, bases are generally easier to defend. You don't, like, I don't know. You can expand more aggressively all over the place because you can defend more easily. Oh, he warps them in where he's shooting, which is really bad. Because... Oh, what are you doing? Oh, okay. Just bring your army and kill him, please. Maybe you can't do that. The probes. Oh, how many? I have 19 probes left. He really needs to make more probes, and he's not doing it. He really needs to kill Hydra now, because he is down so much in workers, and he's still up in supply, which says that he has so... Okay, finally, finally we're getting an observer, but we're also getting a Hydra drop, but 2 storms just decimate. No, they don't. They kind of missed. And he just has his army sitting here. Like, he could push here so easily. He could just go kill Hydra. Like, this is where all his units are. But if he loses all his tech, he has nothing. So, he's making this game overly complicated for himself. He's actually pulling his whole army back. And he really, yes, finally starting probe. He's down to 18 probes. He's finally starting probe production again. Oh, I love that. You can block the ramp with lurker eggs, and they got really high armor. But no, it didn't work. He didn't get the block right. It's a lot of fun. It's almost like force fielding the ramp in StarCraft 2, except this is a lot more pimp. Roaches incoming. Look at them roaches. They're lair tech. And we used, for some reason, we used the primal roaches. I guess, I know the reason, because these roaches are different. They do have some different abilities. They do have some different stats, and they are later in the text. We want them to look and feel different. But they are roaches still. Like, they have the... That's a lot of damage for a roach. That's a lot of damage for a roach. That's a +2 though, but still. Weapon speed is quite slow, but yeah, but it's not going to be enough though. This army can just crush him. Like, seriously. I don't know why Hydra has so little army. Well, I guess it's been behind economically, and now finally Dark is behind economically, but the army is up, and there's really nothing Hydra can do. See, when it comes to ZVP, as Zerg, you really need to like get a contain up or something, and just stay on top and never lose your army. Just keep building up your army to be bigger and bigger. If you start losing your army versus Protoss, and you try to like rebuild it, it's really difficult. Unfortunately, but it was the same in Brew War. GG. Nice work, Dark, beating Hydra. That's a nice feat.